Depending on your thermostat's wiring setup, you might need to install the Wiser Air wire extender. For this installation, we recommend contacting an HVAC professional to make sure the unit is safely and correctly connected. If a wire is connected to the C terminal, or if there's an extra wire that can be connected to the 24-volt power supply at the furnace, the kit isn't required. But if there's no wire connected to the C terminal and there isn't an extra wire, then you'll need an extra wire installed or the wire extender is needed. The wire extender kit comes with a diode pair and a printed circuit board assembly. For your first step, go to your HVAC's breaker and manually turn it off. Next, you'll disconnect the Y and W terminals on the Wiser Air's back plate and connect the diode pair. Make sure the diode pair's Y and W terminals are connected to the corresponding thermostat terminals. Connect the wire that was originally plugged into the W terminal into the diode, and connect the wire that was originally plugged into the Y terminal into the C terminal. When installing the printed circuit board, the first thing you'll want to do is familiarize yourself with the HVAC system's internal control board. After disconnecting the wires, you'll mount the PCB assembly in a convenient place near the control board. Next, you'll reconnect the wire that was previously connected to the R terminal of the control board to the RC or RH terminal on the stat side of the printed circuit board. Also, make sure the stat side of the printed circuit board has the jumper between the RC and RH terminals. If you have a 5-wire system, make sure the RC-RH jumper on the stat side of the printed circuit board is removed. Then reconnect the wire from the RC terminal on the HVAC's control board to the RC terminal on the stat side of the PCB assembly, and reconnect the wire from the RH terminal on the HVAC control board to the RH terminal on the stat side of the PCB assembly. Now you'll relocate the HVAC's G terminal wire to the G terminal on the printed circuit board's stat side, and relocate the original Y terminal wire from the thermostat's backplate, which is now connected to the backplate C terminal to the C terminal on the stat side of the PCB. Next, you'll want to connect the wire from the common point of the diode pair to either the W or Y terminals on the stat side of the PCB. Also, make sure the jumper is installed between the W and Y terminals on the stat side of the PCB. Now it's time to connect new wires between the RC, Y, W, C, and G terminals on the HVAC control board to the equip side of the PCB. If no C terminal is present on your HVAC's control board, you'll want to connect to the 24-volt side of the transformer powering the control board. Now that the wire extender is correctly installed, you're ready to enjoy your Wiser Air. For further information, contact Wiser Air Support for assistance. And thanks again for making the wiser choice.